Is Maya, we're going to get Maya up to read. Oh, there you are, Maya. Hi. Everybody, this is Maya Thau-Eleff.
Okay, so I'm Maya Thau-Eleff. That was close, but it's a hard name. I was asked by Bridget Doherty about a month ago if I was interested in being part of this concert, and there's lots of reasons that I am, but I think that because it's an issue that looks at food sustainability, at land, at sort of community building, and all of the sorts of things that are really important to me in a lot of ways, I was really excited to be a part of it. So I started writing this piece, and for some reason I couldn't stop listening to gospel music, and I just felt that it really, for some reason, really tied in this feeling of sort of ascension and redemption and that sort of a theme in gospel music. So what I've come up with is something called Gospel to a Prison Farmer, and it's new enough that I still have it with me, so here we go. When the shadows of this life have gone, I'll fly away. If I were Prime Minister, the first thing I would do is say no to putting chickens in boxes no bigger than they. The second, it would be to say no to putting people in boxes no bigger than we. The third would be to meet you, who could be me, because we are all on the edge of impending cacophony. Yeah, the third would be to meet you and bear witness to your testimony. With fists against discords of harshness, you open your palms and search for signs of freedom, thinking, I'll fly away, oh glory in glorious Canada. Land so lost it forgets its own name means settlement. Land of opportunities, of second chances for starving families, and you want your chance to sow seeds in that fertile gesture. You with hands like fire, hands like flame cascading over the soil. You as partner in this land to light on, but they tell you growth is not yours to be had. They tell you growth lies in buildings, lies in the rows of inmates you are made to be like, but you were born to a mother who could not save you from this life. Well, not all wombs are gateways to golden yards and golden tickets and gated yards, but you have hands that sing and dance over soil, hands nimble and ever still, turning over new earth, letting you do what you were meant to, what you were trying to all along, to go and gather eggs from underneath their squawking incubators and to feed your community. And you think to yourself, this is all about hunger. And more than it is about hunger, it is about the eyes of those who are always full, who never truly see you, because they never feel what it is like to climb up a powdered peak so steep only to discover that the only way down is off the edge of a cliff. And you remember seeing dogs on a feel-good segment at the end of the evening news, the nightcap to the 17 stories of unimaginable destruction, of earthquakes and gang wars and arson, of everything horrible that night. What you remember most is the face of a dying woman, her pain eased by a patient golden lab named Max. And you never really knew what that felt like, that unconditional, beatific love. But the day you saw those cows, you knew their doe eyes seemed to appraise you like a realtor at a foreclosure. But instead of turning away, they saw that this was a man, no condemning adjective necessary. They saw that this was a man who could care for them and whose boundless patience was a mirror of their own, because for once in your life, you had time to be still. Like a bird from prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory in glorious Canada, our home on native land named in irony. Land where strangers in Ottawa know all about you, only not about you at all. Know about your type and the calves and the chickens, and they say there is nothing to be gained here, nothing at all. Better to turn farmland into yet another stall. Like you were the calves, and the calves, they were gone, and the farmers who sung here, well, they're moving on. And so the fourth thing I would do is arm myself with history, expressing how it used to be. Well, politicians, they have short-term memories and nearsighted visions, and they forget that they too came from reapers of the earth's bounty. Make believe that our food can come from loblaws and transport trucks and Mexican soil, and our soil is better served unturned. Forget that Demeter gave the gift of farming instead of immortality. It's that important. That all of Greece came from the mercy of the loam. Forget that Boaz wrapped up a corner of his earth and handed it to Ruth like maybe she was nobody's foreigner anymore. Forget that poverty and kindness could be met with gratitude and redemption, not a lockdown, not an exile. Forget that it may have been the end of the world 4 times over, but Hopi gods handed kernels of corn like rainbow skittles waiting to be nourished in the cracked red clay. That Noah lost everything, but when the waters receded, he sang to the seeds and willed vineyards to bloom, draped heavy with purple sweetness, left after the past was washed away. Would that I could will wheat to grow from the cracks, to show earth's resilience under concrete. Like Hopi dry farming, the best labor is not always easy, and second chances are like races run back to back. But you have a daughter out there, and maybe you just want to say you learned something while you were gone, other than how to turn soft wrinkles to stone and a bitter laugh to silence. Tell her what you did was wrong, maybe, but that each morning at dawn you woke and sang, one bright morning when this life is over, I'll fly away. Thank you.